Hey Taurus, and welcome to your January 2019 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky here, coming to you in disbelief that we are indeed in 2019. It feels so crazy. It feels like just yesterday I was in disbelief that we had moved into 2018 after 2017. So here we are, Taurus, and how are you feeling? How are you feeling coming into such a changing and focused month? I feel like January 2019 is such a focusing energy for you where you can finally get to the bottom of what's held you back and you can finally see above as well, like the circumstance that had been introduced that was really hard for you to get through. I feel like you've been moving through jello. I feel like you're moving through quicksand, especially for those of you with Virgo. You've been kind of feeling like you're moving through quicksand and having to go like really slow lately, having to make really slow progress. And I know that the theme of loss has been such a big thing for you, especially over the last few months. It's very possible that December introduced a feeling of loss that was like very nostalgic, but very, very needed, but also very hard to accept as well. I see Taurus having had a difficult time accepting and a difficult time seeing where the difficulty gets them over December. I don't think that we really expected it. I don't think that we really saw it coming for December to be exactly what it was. As you could have seen yourself, losing something that was really important to you a long time ago, losing a means of creativity that was really important to you a long time ago, while you see people who hurt you in the past seeming to gain. And that's been like such a theme for you for a long time, like feeling like I'm losing and the people who I feel have been bad to me are gaining. It's not really the case, Taurus. I feel like there's kind of an ego issue going on there. Like a lot of you might be struggling a little bit with seeing the success of others or seeing what looks like success of other people. And it's really important to come into January and realize that it's kind of impossible to determine success for others or even like success for yourself sometimes. Sometimes to lose something or to fail in some way is such a big success in the long run. Sometimes Taurus can associate monetary gain or like gain of followers, gain of popularity as success, when sometimes that can be a very failure inducing type of circumstance. So for example, you have like the blog or something that you used to do and it has like a few thousand followers or something, and you see that okay, I've lost this and like it's no longer something that I enjoy or it's no longer something that I want to commit my time to. And it's like you see someone who you used to know that like did you wrong and they're like doing really, really well or have like this like viral following or something, and then you think, okay, well, I've failed because I don't have what that person did. Why is that person succeeding? When in reality, for you to like not have done well with the blog was actually like very protective, because it's like that would have brought in so much stress and so much strain, whereas your energy just needed to be focused elsewhere. And it's like the person who's now successful takes on that type of energy and strain. So like, yes, perhaps other people around you have amounted some type of prestigious ambition or have really succeeded in some like very obvious way, but you really need to think about how your success might be in your health right now, or how your success might be in just like being available to with the ones you love. And like I sense that a lot of you are like, why don't I have the business, why don't I have the career, why don't I have the six-figure salary or whatever it is, when to like have those things would be to give away something that you needed even more. So really come into January of 2019 seeing how much you have and how much you can create. There might be a feeling of void, there might be a feeling of emptiness or saturation, and I think that that only gives you space to fill. So yes, 2019 for Taurus is such a period of time where you can start new projects, where you can start anew in some way with sort of an understanding that if it works out, it's meant to be, and if it doesn't, like it's not, and you can just do other things. Like Taurus's reaction to failure is something that has to be changed a little bit, or should I even say like Taurus's reaction to perceived failure is such an important shift in 2019. So you see that something doesn't go well and you have like this clarity and realization, okay, I either just need to contribute more to it or change it in this way, or I need to do something different. Like there's a clarity that I feel does start to come in starting in this month, which is going to be such a nice asset for you moving into this year. And you have the Eight of Cups reversed in your reading, so you're really thinking about walking away. Like there are a lot of things, like you're really measuring, you're really trying to get that clarity of like, what do I want to stay for in my life? Like there's kind of a desire for motion, kind of a desire to get out of town or to change location. There's a desire also to experience more love in your relationships. Like that's a really big thing coming forward for you is more love and more genuine appeal and affection in your life. That's been something that's hurt you over 2018 is it's been really hard to find a genuine connection with people, like even people that you used to be around and it used to feel so genuine. It just started to change and there's like a boringness that emerged. As well, there's a tiresome there's a tiresome energy relating to picking up and going too fast as well. So maybe in 2017 or 2018 you had some impulses and it's like you followed through on those impulses and now you're like, I can't just impulse away like that, that's too tiresome. So yes, you are kind of a little bit conflicted this month for sure, but I sense you really coming into higher understanding of your emotions. King of Cups being your central theme, I think that either you're reaching out to someone who's like a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, and like really learning well from them, or you're just kind of leveling up emotionally in yourself. So like really being able to take on the next phase, really being able to see things from just a higher vantage point and seeing like, okay, I can either be really upset about this, I can really take from myself regarding this like perceived failure or whatever it is, or I can kind of come above it and realize, okay, I'm human, this is life, they're human, they were human. Like really seeing that the people around you in the past were human as well is an important thing. And through seeing that, like being able to embrace your own humanity and coming into a higher spiritual connection. Ultimately, on top of that, the Hierophant is the first card in your reading, so it's really denoting a spiritual evolution and also perhaps a crossroads relating to how you feel your faith and how you feel your connection to the world. There might be choices coming up relating to that. Not a month to spend too heavily. I think that a big part of your 2019 does include saving in new ways. King of Pentacles reversed represents that it's good to hold on to your abundance right now versus being too frivolous with it. But it's not too bad. Like, I think that you're not in too bad of shape. But it's just like saving energy, even perhaps not even relating to money, like not just dispelling your energy too quickly. Like rather than going in bursts of energy, like kind of pacing yourself more could be a nice thought for moving into 2019. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the week to week for your month of January, Taurus. In the first week, you have the Hierophant rooted down by Ace of Cups reversed. Completely and totally a new type of philosophy towards love and towards romantic connections. So you're seeing love in a new type of way in your life. Like love is not what it used to be to you. And I think this was really important. This was a really important thing to happen to you. I'm so happy that this is happening for you moving into January. You've had a lot of trauma regarding love, and that's part of the Taurus karmic pattern. You're a Venus sign, so a lot of your trauma will relate to like love and relationships and connections. So you are finally seeing again above that, finding that vantage point. Like that's really the image that I see for your entire month of January, Taurus, is a vantage point and a way of seeing things in a very compelling, motivating way that it just has not really been here before. So you're not letting love have the same confinement over you that it has had before. You're very tired of being trapped by love or trapped by your own feelings or trapped by another person who doesn't actually have the type of ability to care for you properly. And you are kind of seeing ways to manifest and create the love that you've needed for a long time. So definitely keep your ears and eyes open during the first week of January for messages from the universe relating to how you can manifest and pull in the relationship that you've needed. Also being really clear on what doesn't work for you. That's with Ace of Cups reversed. That's what I think. It's like the things which really turned you off or the things which really worried you in like previous relationships, like getting clear on that and getting clear on what that was. I think that a lot of Taurus just really aren't quite clear on what that actually was. You think that you are, you think that you're like, yeah, this is exactly what made me uncomfortable. But in reality, it's like something that you didn't even, and they didn't even realize. So there's like again, a new vantage point coming in relating to like what made love difficult in the past. And through seeing that, you know how to set it as a standard for the future, and you know how to, create it and exist in it in the future, because it's not just them, it's not just you. We're talking like a culmination, we're talking harmony, we're talking the mixture of energies. Really important for Taurus not to just blame everything on somebody else. Likewise, really important for Taurus to not just blame themselves, really being able to see the culmination and being able to find blame and blame isn't the right word. It's more of a leverage is the word that I'm getting. Leverage, like where, like who and what put the pressure where that resulted in this falling out or this trauma. Like finding the culminated leverage of what was happening there is the key in you, again, finding this vantage point, making it better, and rising above it in future relationships. And of course, that's only referring to single Taurus, I suppose, or like for those of you who are about to go through a breakup. As for coupled Taurus or like married Taurus, your relationship can so easily come to like the next level with that energy. You can so easily have marriage there, have proposal there. You can have a lot of rising or falling in relationships, period. Like you can do a lot of damage or you can do a lot of grace and a lot of whatever the antithesis of damage is, a lot of healing to your relationship there for sure. Week number 2, you have the Eight of Cups reversed, rooted down by King of Pentacles reversed. You're walking away from habits or like walking away from spending habits. Again, whether that's money, energy, what have you, you are changing quite vastly the way that you output in your life. And for some of you, that's getting very physical. Some of you are like moving away from a town that you spent a lot of energy or money on. A lot of you are moving away from a relationship, perhaps moving away from another earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, who requires you to spend too much of your energy on them. Or trying to make that decision. Again, some of you are trying to deliberate whether you want to break up. That's definitely an image coming forward for me for a lot of you. Again, that's not going to be for all of you, but a lot of you are just trying to decide, like, do I need to go a different direction? Do I need to change who I'm with and change who I'm connecting with? And Eight of Cups reversed is always a representation of thinking twice. So, like, don't too hastily go. Sorry, I just hit the microphone, you guys. Don't too hastily go the other direction. Don't too hastily make a decision about running away. It's usually saying, again, think twice with that. So do think twice. Do not too impulsively go. But if you're not feeling better by about this time next month, it's going to be a more supported time to go and to be done, to finish, to complete. Because you are heading towards a cycle of completion, that's for sure. With the third week, you have the Empress rooted down by the Page of Cups. The Empress is reversed. So yeah, you're not, like the Empress is very much a Taurus card. You're not feeling prioritized and built up, safe and protected by your partner in the way that you need to be for those of you who are coupled. Or even for those of you who are single right now. Like that might be why you're single, is you're like, whenever I'm in a relationship, I don't feel like I'm built up in the way that I need. And that's where a lot of your difficulty may be coming from, is because you're like, will anyone be able to do that? A lot of you are also scared that that your needs are too high and you're kind of taking it out on yourself. You're mad at yourself for needing that safety and protection, but like at the same time you won't change that and you don't want to change that, which is okay. Like I think like Taurus is meant to be safe. It's meant to be a protected sign by other people. And you need to not really take it out on yourself that you crave that. But at the same time, how can you inspire that from other people? That will be a nice thing to think about moving into the new year, is how can I inspire protection and desire from other people? How can I inspire that? And that can actually be a really fun project. Like that can either be a really traumatic, like self-deprecating, self-sabotaging type of energy, or that can be a really enjoyable, adventurous type of energy. Like the choice is up to you. Like really finding a new way to create attraction within yourself to other people, or like if you're coupled, like really finding new ways to inspire and to attract who you're with. Can feel very heavy, but at the same time can be like quite a nice adventure in the current energy. So do think about that. Week number 4, you have the Six of Swords reversed, rooted down by 10 of Wands reversed. Six of Swords is one of my home cards in the tarot, so I always know whenever it comes up that it is saying something quite important. You know, this could represent moving in with somebody. This could represent, again, a move. You do have a lot of cards denoting moving or changing location this month. 8 of Cups, 6 of Swords, the Hierophant. For sure, a 10 of Wands could be as well. It's like lifting all your boxes. A lot of you are just moving this month, and like you're moving in a very complex way. Like not only are you moving home, you're moving a part of yourself as well. You're having a big change. And Six of Swords reverse can represent like I wish I would have done things differently, or I wish I had connection to that person. I wish there's like a longing. There's like a longing for a different type of energy coming up there. And it's rooted down by Ten of Wands reversed. So there's just a sense of carrying so much. You know, Six of Swords also deals with carrying. If you can see in the boat, they're like carrying all those swords, but the swords are putting holes in the boat and it's going to make it sink. And then Ten of Wands is all about carrying all this weight and the posture not being good in your back. Watch for the health of your back. There's a lot of like slouching in these cards, I will say that. Eight of Cups, Six of Swords, Ten of Wands. There's a lot of slouching and a lot of carrying and a lot of movement. So maybe the massage or chiropractic or yoga, something to like really focus on spine health is really important for Taurus right now, as well as you do rule the neck. The neck is your part of the body. So the neck can quite easily go out of whack, as well as the back, because they're connected. So if you're having headaches or like even just feeling a bit like run down, it oftentimes has to do with like the nerves in your neck and your spinal alignment and such. So finding a good chiropractor during this time could be good. Even in Capricorn time, actually, like during late December and early January, could be a good time for that, you know, through doing your research and finding the perfect person. Massage could be even better. Even what's it called? Acupuncture. Acupuncture could be good, or acupressure. It's a supported time for things like that. So definitely think outside of the box there. Again, King of Cups is your central theme this month. And having Six of Swords as well, and you're reading Eight of Cups, Ace of Cups reversed, you're quite emotional this month. Like there's an emotional overtone to everything that's going on, which is okay, and it's really great. Page of Cups as well says like a new emotional vulnerability. So you are having just like a reactivation of your emotions. And I think that's good because you guys kind of struck me as a little bit apathetic recently. Your energy became quite apathetic after about like mid 2016. So to see that you're finally having a bit of empathy come back into your life, a bit of a healing of the empathy that you felt was broken, is a really beautiful thing. But at the same time, that can come with a can of worms, because then you start to realize like where everyone actually stood and where you actually stood and like where the apathy got you, and all of that stuff does come up. Try to not be mad at yourself. Find understanding for the motivation of what people in your life did, even if that hurt you. I'm not saying to forgive them or to exonerate them, but see that motivation and understand like people's humanity and understand people's reasons for making the decisions that they did. It's not to say that you need to understand that they're the right decisions, but it's just important to see like why people did what they did during this time. Whenever King of Cups comes up, Six of Swords, there's a need to see like why are we where we're at? Like why am I in this place? Why did they do what they did? How did that contribute to me being here? And like how can I move along in a really healthy and upstanding way? And through the loss, because I know that you guys are coming from some kind of loss. There's like a coming of age energy for sure with this energy coming in. I just had to write that down. Coming of age for Taurus. And what I feel is that whenever there's a coming of age energy, there's also there's a loss and there's a fleetingness. So like something that you used to do, something that you used to really enjoy doing, is not available in the same way. And it's like you wanted to do more with it. You wanted to take it to the next level, but now it's just not available in the same way. Like, don't let that discourage you. There are going to be new mediums. There are going to be new mediums for doing what you needed to do or what you enjoyed doing. But definitely take a second to sit with yourself and think like, why did I establish that goal the way that I did and then never did it, and I'm now upset that I don't have the opportunity to do it but never really did it in the first place? There's something like that coming up. And it just revolves around the apathy, actually, and the empathy. All of those things contribute to like your motivation, and like, you know, emotions motivate. So if you're apathetic, you're going to struggle with motivation by default. So that's going to be a really important thing to see. You know, if you can't understand why the people in your life do what they do, you're going to struggle with motivation, because there's a lack in emotional ammo. You know, there's not really an ammunition to fire off when you're like kind of shooting for the goal. So definitely seeking out that empathy, seeking out the understanding of why people did what they did, why you did what you did. Having the self-empathy is always actually the most important thing. And through that, you will find motivation to really find a goal-oriented and enjoyment-oriented 2019. Thank you so much, Taurus. I'm going to go ahead and conclude your reading there. I do have the 2019 year ahead videos coming out. They will be coming out throughout this month. I'm not sure exactly what the date is right now, but please subscribe to my channel if you haven't had the opportunity yet, and hit that bell button so you get notified when your sign posts for the 2019 year ahead series. I'm so excited. I think they're going to be really good. January is actually really nice. I hope that these messages haven't felt too heavy, but we are changing. Like, Jupiter is not in Scorpio anymore, Taurus. You're not being held to quite the standards you were before, and now it's just time to do what you needed to do throughout 2018. Like, play a little bit of catch up here. That's okay. Also, it's okay to not need that too, for sure. But I am wishing you guys so much love and light. You don't know how much I care for you. Like, I care so much for your sign. Like, I've had so many Taurus in my life. Like, they come in short little bouts, but they're such beautiful people, and I wish I had more around me. So I hope that this message has been helpful from a Scorpio, your opposite sign. We will be talking soon, I am sure, Taurus. Check the description box below. I have helpful links in the description box. My social media is there. The way to book a reading with me is there, as well as some discounts. I have like discounts even for the tarot deck that I use, so that's a great thing to check out right now as well in the description box below. Much love, and we will be talking soon. Bye.